Welcome back. Now, I know that Leslie was extra excited for last night's episode of The Bachelor, not just because there was some good, juicy drama, but because the ladies visited your hometown.
No, I was so excited about that.
You were so excited. I said, you're going to be like, oh, I know there, and I know there. Oh, look, there's my house in the background. But before we went to his hometown, we had a little bit of a rose ceremony.
Yes, because last time we left off, Vanessa was giving him a piece of her mind about Corinne. And he, of course, he's very good at smoothing things over. And he's just like, I love that you're honest. Please keep telling me these things, but be patient.
Yeah.
And that you mean a lot to me. So he kind of brushed it off, and she seemed to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Go to the rose ceremony. I think a lot of the women thought Corinne was going home. Silly girls. I mean, come on. No, but it was Brittany and Kristen who get sent home. Kristen seemed like she was blindsided by that.
Yes. Well, I said there's a gif running around out there of the dirty look that she gave him when she was leaving.
Yes.
Her
looks
right
could
there.
Kill. Yes.
Ooh.
Looks could kill. You could hear and see the gasps from the women and the looks of horror on a number of their faces when Corinne got the last rose.
And we knew he was going to wait to the last rose.
I know.
Come on.
Then don't show us scenes way ahead of time that we see erotic.
Yeah. Well, and so the remaining ladies.
Yes, they get to travel around the world, and they start in his hometown, my hometown of Milwaukee, which I was really excited about. They were in Waukesha, which is a suburb, but there's a lot of that area I didn't know. But so he first meets with his parents, which I thought was sweet. They seem like really cool people. And so then he meets the ladies and says, it's time for a one-on-one date, and he picks Danielle.
Yes.
Who you can tell that they have an attraction. They've had a little bit of time together, and they go to a bakery and they make cookies.
Yes.
And you can tell that there is this physical attraction. He even says this, but he wants to get in a deeper level in conversation with her. So afterwards they go to a bar, which I thought was a kind of funny place to like sit down and talk. But she talks about the parents' divorce and stuff. I don't see a lot of substance. We were talking about this. You definitely see an attraction with him and her, which I think is that's what it is right now. But I don't see her staying on much longer. Maybe a couple weeks. I think she'll be gone.
The dress she was wearing might keep her on.
Wow!
For a couple of,
wow!
I'm just saying the dress was.
Oh, you saw, yeah. You saw a lot of the.
So she got the rose at the end of that.
Of course, she got the rose. I was not surprised by this at all. And then group date comes, which is hilarious because everyone's name on it except for Raven.
Right.
I love Raven. She has the best lines. I mean, she was just like, it's the best of both. It was like both worlds. She gets the rose. Corinne does not get the one-on-one date.
Yeah.
She's like, all is right in the world. It makes sense now, which I love her.
Yeah.
So the date card said was say cheese. This is the dairy state, so they go to a farm to do some farmer's chores. I mean, which is kind of funny. I have to say most of the girls were actually really into it. They had fun with it. The one person who didn't, shocker, Corinne. I love when Nick was trying to milk the cows and stuff, and one of the girls just goes right in and goes, do it.
That was Jamie.
Yes, Jamie was like a pro at it. And they got to also clean the cow poo.
Yeah. She said poopy a lot on last
Oh my
night's
God,
episode.
Corinne, yes.
There was poopy.
She was like, this is the worst date ever. Like, and she said she had like, her hands were so cold that she had to stop.
Well, and in the nighttime after the shoveling of the poo situation at the cocktail party, they all kind of call her on a lot of stuff.
Yes, they do, because she actually hears them. Yeah. And she confronts them, which I thought was very good. But a number of them say that. I love that Christina really calls her out, because first she said she napped during the rose ceremony. Now it was a panic attack. Yeah. And Christina's like, no, it wasn't. Yeah. I love that she called her out on all this stuff.
Well, and Corinne got a little ouch because Christina got the rose.
Yes, she got the group date rose, which was awesome. Yeah. And then Raven goes on the one-on-one date, meets basically a number of his family, including his youngest sister, Bella. They went to her soccer game. She met his parents, which you could tell she was really kind of freaked out about on that. You know, I would be too. Yeah. But they headed off. They went roller skating with Bella, and Bella seems to like her. I like Raven a lot. I think she's very open and honest.
And she's the one kind of like from this small town, small town girl, and she said, hopefully we have that in common.
Yes, and I think she surprised Nick. They got to go to the Milwaukee Art Museum, which is a beautiful place right in Lake Michigan, all to themselves. And she told him about the last relationship where she was cheated on, and she was very open about basically that she pushed her ex off of that woman and started punching her
Yes.
and punching.
She found them in bed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, she's very, very honest about all of
Look,
this.
she is us.
But I'm, yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And I think that all surprised him a little bit. He likes her sassiness.
Yeah.
She's in my top 4. I really
Oh.
like her a lot.
Yeah. Now, before we go beyond that, we leave the hometown stuff. Your family actually.
Yes, my
saw him.
2 nieces saw him at the mall with his family. I know they're diehard fans, and I said, was he happy to see? They're like he really didn't want to take the picture, but I'm like, dude, this is what you signed up
Yeah.
for. You know, my other niece was in the bathroom. She's so upset she didn't make it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But this is super cute.
It
So
is.
we leave off with kind of a
Again.
rivalry.
Yes, Taylor and Corinne really start to
Yep.
go at it because they've had a problem with each other
Yeah.
from day one. And it gets loud,
Yeah.
and then to be continued. Corinne basically says she wants to punch her in the
Yep.
face. They tease us that it could happen. I think it's going to be a 2-on-1 date.
Yep, and he has
with
to
the 2
pick.
of them. Yes, we both predict Corinne will come out of that.
Yeah, I don't
Safe
know.
and sound.
To be continued.
I'm so over the to be continued stuff.
Well, you can watch a new episode of The Bachelor every Monday night right here on KGUN 9. We'll see about the to be continued. Then tune in on Tuesdays to get a recap, of course, with us.